1,000 meters. Starter sends them away from the 2,000 meter marker. Ladies alternators towards the back end early on. One of the early leaders is Lady Silvano. That's gone off to show the way. Vihan's Queen sits in second on its outside. Flight Display hugs the fence in third. They were followed by Ladies World, the red cap on the outside, just 4 lengths off the leader. Further back in the field is Gideon's Daughter along its inside, then 3 parts of a length back to Ladies Alternate. They were followed then by Essential as one from last, and Dumasani is at the back end, racing around 9 lengths off the leader. 1,400 meters left to run, and out in front is Lady Silvano, shows out by a length from Vihan's Queen, is on the outside, second in the pink cap. Flight Displays on the rail. Ladies World, one off the fence. Gideon's Daughter, the purple cap, is next in running, about 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. Then Ladies Alternate racing further back in the field. Dumasani and Essential, they now share last position as they make their way into the bend with about 900 meters left to run. Out in front is still Lady Silvano, shows out by 3 parts of a length to Vihan's Queen in second. Flight Displays down the inside. Further back in the field, Ladies World is in the middle in the red cap. Ladies Alternates further back. Gideon's Daughter, the orange colours going through down the inside. They're all holding the middle here. Dumasani and Essential further back. 500 to go. Lady Silvano is still in front from down the inside. Flight Display. On the outside is Vihan's Queen in the pink cap. On the stand side, Essentials also trying to run on as they come to the final 300. It's Lady Silvano with on the inside Flight Display. Further back is Vihan's Queen. Dumasani, Essentials running on nicely on the stand side, but it's still Lady Silvano into the final 150 with Flight Display down the inside, hard at work. Further back is Essential, but Lady Silvano is shot away now in the closing stages and wins. Second, Flight Display. Essential third. They were followed behind that by Vihan's Queen. Here's the head on replay. Lady Silvano led more or less start to finish here, and the black cap down the centre. As soon as they turn for home, Richard Fourie angled this one towards the middle and comes home nicely to win it. Stays on, in fact, to win it. Down the inside, Flight Display was running on, then Essential and Vihan's Queen further back. 1, 2, 7, 5. Those are your numbers.
Well, the Ascot-bred Lady Silvano registers her 6th career win this afternoon. She comes home under Richard Fourie for the Cruyff, giving them a double on the day. Very well done to her groom, Raymond. He'll be receiving 1,500 Rand. A big thanks to World Sports Betting for this super initiative of the winning groom extra. And a big thanks to Tabro for being on hand to collect once again on his behalf. Tabs, thanks so much. Richard's standing by. He's going to come and have a chat. Lady Silvano, definitely one of the more feisty runners that we've seen on the day. And Richard, while there was a lot to like about that huge action going down, half the reason it was so huge is because she was leaping and bounding. It was a concern over 2,000.
Well, I think she's even more deadlier on the polytrack. And she turns around, she gives 1 or 2 little fly leaps, and she does run with her head in the air. But, you know, nice long rein. She just got to get it out of her system on the way down, and then she's happy. Loaded her, sitting next to the opposition, and he said, like, remember, when she comes out, she can reef as well, so long rein. And she actually, I had her tight, so a good thing for me. Also had the little gel pad, so the saddle can't slip like it did that one time.
Before,
yeah, so everything was just perfect, and she enjoyed herself there. I thought I was going a little bit too fast in the fractions. But I always had somebody on my girth, and I'm thinking, oh, how fast do we want to go? But she was very, very game. I thought she did a good job holding, you know, Craig at bay, and then comes back and he says to me, well, your filly was 13 kilos better off than my filly, and I look in the book and he's rated 75 and a 101, so that filly of theirs, Mr. Smith ran a brave race, so take nothing away from the filly. lovely win. She showed guts all the way and determination. And obviously, well done to Mr. and Mrs. Cheryl, and to the boss and the guys behind the scenes. While I was on vacation, they were working. It's nice, and I feel like a boss. But just a good win nevertheless, and a special thank you to my sponsors at Regiment.
Brilliant, Richard, well done.
Thank you.
Just want to say thanks to Richard as he wanders off, as well as Craig for the feedback earlier today, because we hit a wonderful 400,000 with that PA. So, yep, this will be a great result for it. And it's always super to have the feedback, Alan, of the jockeys and yourself. I think it really does add to the pools because people want to hear from you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure, you know, and hopefully, like I said earlier, our pools grow from strength to strength, and you know, all the input that we can give is only for the better of the racing game in the Eastern Cape. So well done to them, well done to Lance and his mother, Dalma Cheryl, on the win. I know they not far from here, just down the road, I think in Graaff-Reinet for the Easter. So well done, guys, and hopefully they all have a good Easter, likewise with everybody else out there. Drive carefully on the roads.
Definitely.
Terrible time of the year to drive.
It certainly is. Now, Lady Silvano, you know, when you are presenters and tipsters and you're working your way through form, often the best weighted column is a huge guide, but it isn't always a definite guide. And Lady Silvano, whilst better off to some, was worse off to others, but she still, her form has risen to the fore.
Yeah, no, she's been really consistent, Nate, and you know, she's always put her best foot forward, even when she's had her antics and her saddle slipped and all that. So you know, she's a filly you can rely on. She is a little bit difficult, but to work with, but you know, when she's on the course, she gets the job done. And once again, well done to Ascot Stud as well for breeding her.
Certainly is a great feather in their cap. Alan, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done to the Cheryl family. I'm sure Lady Silvano has been a fantastic horse to own, as mentioned, now stepping out for her 6th win on having only her 20th start and a couple of placings to boot as well. She certainly has not cost a cent other than her asking price. Very well done again to Ascot Stud, breeders of this daughter of Bold Silvano, and well ridden by Richard Fourie.